Hello everybody, it's Kristen with The Mindful Mom, and we are here today on our last day of the Instant Pot Challenge, and we're going to be talking all about dessert. I cannot believe it is already day 7 of our little Instant Pot week. This week has been phenomenal. I hope that you guys have learned things. I hope that Michelle and I have helped answer your questions and encourage and inspire you that the Instant Pot doesn't need to be scary or intimidating, and that when used appropriately, it can make some killer dishes. And I'm gonna show you an awesome dessert today, creme brulee. Let me get started. Let me make sure that everything is working here. And as I'm doing that, if you're joining us, feel free to say hello. Tell me what your favorite dessert is or what your favorite thing to do for Valentine's Day is. I am a huge chocolate fan. For those of you who know me, I could eat chocolate after breakfast, lunch, and dinner every single day. I just crave it. That is totally what I crave all the time. But if I went to a fancy restaurant and I saw creme brulee on the dessert menu, that would be what I chose. I adore creme brulee, but it's not something that I often make at home. It seems like a complicated fancy dish, and it is not. It is incredibly easy. It is made with simple ingredients, and with the Instant Pot, it's ready in under 10 minutes, which is insane. Well, about 15 minutes with the pressure release and stuff. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna show you just how easy creme brulee is. Michelle at noon is going to be on her page live, Thriving on Paleo. She is going to be making a delicious paleo chocolate cake that looks incredible, sounds incredible. I cannot wait to make it myself. But let's get started with my creme brulee. Okay, so creme brulee is really just a baked custard with a caramelized sugar topping. Brulee means burnt sugar. So that's exactly what creme brulee is. You top it with that burnt sugar caramelize the sugar on the top. You burn it with a kitchen torch, and therefore you get that crispy texture, and then you bite into the creamy custard. It's just perfection. Simple, simple perfection. Good morning, Jennifer. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're enjoying the videos. I really, truly hope that they've been helpful. Okay, we are, like I said, making creme brulee. Hey, Michelle, I'm excited to see your chocolate cake here in a little bit. But we're gonna start with the creme brulee. Now, I am only making this for 3. You first wanna make sure that you have glass custard cups, and these are 6-ounce custard cups. You can get them at Amazon. They're just little Pyrex ones. You can get them even at your grocery store. They usually have them in a 4-pack, like by the little mixing bowls and stuff. You wanna make sure that they fit into your Instant Pot. You can use, like there's the white ones that are a little bit taller. Those are usually 8 ounces, and that's fine. I like these 6 ounces because they're just the right size for this dessert. I'm showing you a recipe that's going to make 3. This recipe easily doubles, and you can stack these custard cups on top of each other inside your Instant Pot. So it's very easy to make 6 instead of 3. The recipe doubles simply. And on my recipe card, you can hit like increase the quantities, and it'll show you the adjustments on the ingredients. But, okay, so first things first, custard cups. Again, I use 6 ounces. The next thing, you need just simple ingredients. Heavy whipping cream. Make sure to look for one without carrageenan or stabilizers. It just helps the custard set up better and taste creamier. Usually, like organic brands or just the store-bought like little clear jar of cream is good to go. It doesn't have anything added into it. I need that, 2 egg yolks, vanilla or a fresh vanilla bean, which I highly recommend, but they're very expensive, so don't feel like you need to buy vanilla beans just for this dessert. Vanilla extract works too. And a pinch of salt, and of course sugar. That's it. That's all you need. So very, very easy ingredients, but wonderful presentation. And it's a nice change from my typical chocolate go-to, although I'm not giving up chocolate anytime soon. Okay, so what you're gonna do is in a mixing bowl, you are going to put your egg yolks in it. Now, to separate an egg, let's see, I'm gonna move my Instant Pot for a second so that I can show you, lift this up, show you how to separate an egg with your hands. You can use one of those little egg separators, or you could just use your hands. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna crack your egg, you're gonna let the white fall down and just kind of back and forth catch your yolk. Okay, and I'm of course not thinking and pouring my egg white right on into the mixing bowl that I wanna put my egg yolk in. So I'm gonna pour that into a different dish. Sorry, Saturday morning. I need another cup of coffee. Okay, so I'm just gonna wipe out that egg yolk, or egg white. Save your egg white. They're great to add in just to scrambled eggs or to a breakfast casserole. You know, and so you have your egg yolk there. Again, you need 2 egg yolks. Okay, so I'm gonna crack the next egg. Just gonna hold it open over your little dish to break that yolk, or take the white away, just back and forth until the egg white is gone off of your egg yolk. Might take a couple times back and forth. Sometimes I scrape the egg. See if you can see it. It's kind of like cutting that off, just like that, okay? Egg yolk in. So we have 2 egg yolks. To that, wipe off my sticky hands here. To that, you're gonna add in a pinch of salt. Just a little pinch of salt. Salt really helps bring out the flavor in desserts. So it might sound odd to add salt to a dessert, but it really helps. Okay, and you're gonna add in just a 1.5 tablespoons of sugar. Now, you're gonna add sugar onto the top of these, that burnt sugar, the brulee part. So that's why there's very little sugar inside this egg yolk. I'm gonna whisk this together. We're gonna add in the vanilla. If you are using vanilla extract, you would use 1 teaspoon. Please, please make sure that it says pure vanilla extract, not imitation vanilla extract. This is not the time because there's so few ingredients. You really don't want to use imitation vanilla extract because it's gonna give it sort of like a chemical taste. So you really wanna make sure you have the pure vanilla extract or the vanilla beans. I have a vanilla bean. I have a story behind this. So my husband and I were very, very fortunate to go to Tahiti this summer. And it was incredible. And Tahiti is known for producing vanilla and delicious pineapple too. So we were told you have to make sure you get the pineapple and you have to make sure you have creme brulee and their vanilla stuff. So these vanilla beans are from Tahiti. And I got to bring back 1 little case of Tahitian vanilla beans. And oh, I wish you guys could smell this. It smells incredible. You can get vanilla bean pods in your grocery store in the spice extract, like where the spices are sold. And what you're gonna do is you're just going to slice it open. You can cut it open too with kitchen scissors. I already have this one open. And it's gonna be a little bit hard. It's really dark and rainy here. Let's see. You're just going to scrape the side, and you only need 1/4 of the vanilla bean. And you can see on the knife there, those fresh vanilla beans. And you put it in, and that gives it that little, like when you have ice cream that's vanilla bean ice cream, you see those little black dots in it. They're just fresh vanilla bean pods, and the flavor is incredible. Do not throw away this pod. You can use it, you can put it in a little jar and pour vodka over it and make some homemade vanilla extract. You can use it to put it in a jar of sugar and flavor your sugar to have vanilla sugar. So you definitely want to get your money's worth out of those vanilla bean pods. Okay, so we've whisked this egg yolk, vanilla, and salt and sugar. That's it. Now we're going to add in our cream. I warm my cream to about 180 degrees, 170, 180 degrees, and that takes, in my microwave, about 45 minutes. I use a little digital thermometer to check it. You don't have to. Just heat it in your microwave. Why? For anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute. You don't want the cream to boil, but you want it to be very warm to the touch. It does not have to be an exact temperature. If you let your cream boil, it'll scald a little bit and get that thick skin, so that's what you're wanting to avoid. Oh yay, I'm so glad, Irene, that you're joining us live. 3 kids, 3 and under, it is a miracle. Oh my goodness, I'm so glad. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here. Okay, so why do I warm my cream? A couple of reasons. One, it's going to help the sugar kind of dissolve in the egg mixture and the cream so that you have a nice creamy texture. 2, it's going to help the temperature of, it's going to help your creme brulee, your custard, not to go from cold to hot. It's going to keep it slowly cooking, which is slowly rising up in temperature. So it's not going to be a drastic change, and that's going to help that creamy texture as well. But because this cream is warm and I have egg yolks in here, I don't want to scramble my eggs. So I'm only going to add in just like a tablespoon of this warm cream, and I'm going to whisk really carefully. This is called tempering your eggs, and this is bringing your egg yolks up to the temperature of your cream so that you don't have scrambled eggs. If you were to forget this step and pour in your cream and your eggs got a little bit scrambly, if you notice some little chunks, what I would do is I would put it through a fine mesh colander, strain it, get out all those little chunks before you try to bake it. Try to salvage it. Hopefully that will work for you so you won't have to discard it. Okay, and once you've whisked in that 1 tablespoon, I just slowly pour in the rest and stir it around. And there are no scrambled eggs in this mixture here. So this is what the mixture looks like. I mean, how easy was that? You know, simple. 5 ingredients and done. Now, I'm going to bring my Instant Pot up over here. You're going to pour in 1 cup of water. Just like all my recipes, you need 1 cup of water or liquid for your pressure cooker to cook beautifully. 1 cup, always cold water, not hot water, so that you get that consistent rise in temperature. Then you're going to use a little rack. You're going to set it in. And you're going to take your custard bowls and you're just going to divide your mixture up in between the bowls. Now, it's about 1/3 cup per bowl. I forgot my 1/3 cup measure. Like I said, Saturday morning, I'm a little tired. I'm a little off my game, but that's about 1/3 cup right there. You're gonna cover it with foil, like that. And then you're just gonna set it inside your Instant Pot, inside your inner pot, and 3 will fit perfectly. 3 little custard cups will fit perfectly in a 6-quart on the rack. If you want to do double the recipe and make 6, you have 2 options. You can add another trivet right on top of the 3 custard cups and then stack your other 3 cups right on top. Or you can just carefully put your custard cups right on top of the foil. Especially if you have a thick foil, that should be no problem at all. They shouldn't seep down into each other. I've done that before and it's worked fine. Once you have your custard cups in, close your lid on your Instant Pot. Love the little sound. Have your valve to seal, and then you're gonna hit your manual 7 minutes. That's it, 7 minutes. Now, the magic of the Instant Pot is perfect for creme brulee or baked custard. Typically, a creme brulee you bake in a water bath in your oven, sort of like you do with a cheesecake. And what that does is that moist heat helps your custard come to a temperature consistently. It helps a creamy texture form. It helps it so that there's no cracks on top of a cheesecake or a custard. So that the Instant Pot does that for you. It cooks with moist heat, and that is perfect for delicate desserts and custards. So 7 minutes, then you're gonna let it naturally release for 3 to 5 minutes. And go ahead, use a kitchen towel or a wooden spoon or an oven mitt, knock your valve to vent, do a quick release. Once the steam has come down, you're gonna open up your Instant Pot. Now, if you were to take out your custard and it looked a little wobbly, liquidy in the center, don't panic. Put your lid back on, set your button for 1 minute, high pressure, let it do its thing for 1 minute again, give it 2 minutes to naturally release, try and test it. I would only go 1 minute at a time though. I wouldn't, if it's really, really wobbly, maybe 2 minutes, but 7 minutes I have tested 6 times I think this week alone, and it's worked perfectly. Yes, it is one of my favorite desserts too. That's Debbie, that's my mom. And yeah, her and I share a love for creme brulee. And she's gonna, Mom, you have to try this. It's so good. So then, once your creme brulee is done, you're going to take out your rack carefully, and you're gonna let your custard, don't break on the kitchen counter. Good thing that one was empty, huh? You're gonna let your custards cool on your countertop for about an hour, just to kind of come down to room temperature. Then you're gonna refrigerate for yeah, don't use the rice button, Debbie. If you have not heard what my mom has done with the rice button, you guys have to go back and watch. As I have taught you, you really want to use the manual button for everything but yogurt and sauté so that you have control of the pressure. And my mom was hitting rice button for potatoes because it said 12 minutes, but it's not at high pressure. So her potatoes weren't cooked right. So you definitely, it's a good lesson to all of us to use that manual button ourselves to control it. Okay, so once your creme brulee has come to room temperature, you're gonna refrigerate it for at least 4 hours. If not, overnight. It'll last for about 4 days in the fridge safely. I prefer it after 2 days, but 4 days would be safe. Then you're going to take out your creme brulee. And this is where the magic of this dessert comes in, because you have the cold, creamy texture from the custard. And then you're going to sprinkle the top. I only do like a teaspoon or 2 of sugar right on top. And you're gonna get that crispy, warm topping in contrast to the cool custard. It's perfect. We're gonna talk about how you brulee the top. I am gonna show you how to use a kitchen torch. If you don't have a kitchen torch, don't panic. You can put these under your broiler and just watch them carefully. Because the custard is not right up at the top of your custard cup, it might take it a little bit to kind of brown, and it may not brown very evenly. That's okay, it will still be delicious. I would look at it for about 3 to 5 minutes under your broiler. I tested this with one of the kitchen lighters. Let me show you. With one of these, because I could see some of you thinking to yourself, oh, I don't have a kitchen torch, but this is like a kitchen torch, so I'm gonna use this on my creme brulee. It takes forever and it uses the entire lighter fluid from here. But I wanted to test it for you. I wanted to be sure to see, hey, is that a kitchen hack that would work? No, doesn't work. Doesn't work at all. The broiler or a kitchen torch. With a kitchen torch, and I'm gonna move this Instant Pot down so you can see my kitchen counter is below where the video is. So I'm gonna put this up here so that you can see this. See if I can get it. I'm gonna push it down a little bit. There you go. Okay, so here is the custard. With the torch, mine, don't want to put it towards my face, you open it, you push down this little safety nozzle, open it. You can hear the gas. I don't think you guys can hear it probably, but I hear the gas, and then you just hit the trigger, just like that, and there's the flame. And you're just gonna hold it over the top, and you're just gonna go in a circular motion. And you can see the sugar is starting to caramelize and bubble. And then turn the flame off. Just like that. And look at that. Isn't that perfect? That is what I call perfection. You want to let it sit for a minute or two. Yeah, yum is right, Michelle. But then you can hear like crack, 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 that burnt sugar and the creamy custard. It's a perfect contrast and flavor. Do you see that? That creamy, creamy texture and then that crispy topping. Sorry, I don't mind if I do. I'm gonna test it for you. Take one for the team. It's so good. I was told that Tahiti's creme brulee is out of this world incredible, and it was. This rivals it for sure. It's delicious, it's creamy, it's the perfect texture. It's fail-proof, really, in your Instant Pot. You don't have to worry about burning your custard, baking, the water bath not coming to the right temperature in your oven not baking evenly. The Instant Pot controls all of that. So creme brulee is a perfect dessert. And for it to be ready in like 15 minutes from start to finish, hello, that is a perfect Valentine's Day dessert too. You can look impressive with no effort at all. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Michelle, like I said, today at noon is going to be demoing a chocolate cake, which chocolate on Valentine's Day is another winner for sure, or any day of the week in my book. She's also going to be announcing the winner for the Instant Pot 6-quart that we're giving away this week. So I've seen that we've had many enter. So be sure to be watching for your chance to win. We're so excited. This week has been incredible. I wanted to end on this sweet note. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope that you've had as much fun as I've had doing this for you. It's been a blessing to me to be welcomed into your houses, and I hope that I've helped you overcome your pressure cooker fears and try out some delicious recipes. I'll be talking soon to you guys, and don't forget to join Michelle at noon. Take care, everyone.